Hello and welcome back to the Sheffield United Simulation Series. I want to apologise for the lack of videos over the few days. I am just getting over a cold. Slowly getting there, but hopefully we can start this one off with a win. We are taking on Leicester. It is a home game for them, so form should be on their side. They lost against Liverpool. They drew against West Ham. That's a good result there for West Ham. And they won 4-0 against Luton Town, which is to be expected. But can our team start off with a win against Leicester? Yes, we can. But it does result in Twanzebe getting a red card. 2 yellow cards there. 87th minutes, late on in the game, but we did win with goals from Davies and Robinson, which is an absolutely fantastic way to start this off. So let's get into some play training. We're still doing Maguire, Bennett, Petrosky, Embleton and Phillips. Embleton now going up to a 68. That's absolutely fantastic to see. Maguire though, we might have to look at letting him go. Put a fair amount of training into him now, and he's just not going up. So might have to look at either shipping him out on loan or selling him. So let's auto-replace just for this game. We are taking on Burnley. We are at home. Form would suggest it's in our favour, but you never know. They did take on Liverpool, and they lost 4-1. They lost 1-0 to West Ham, and then they lost 3-1 to Crystal Palace. Can we add another loss on Burnley's sheet? Yes, we can, and what a result it was. Vidra getting them a goal late on in the 84th minute, but we absolutely destroyed them. Davies with a brace. Drachal and Robinson with the goals. A 4-1 thrashing there over Burnley. Is this what we needed? We needed some players to stand up and start taking charge in some of these games. And we're definitely now getting some good results, which is absolutely fantastic. Right, so we've got 2 player chats. Morrison complaining. I don't know why you're complaining. I do rotate the team. Davies, I am proud of you. You've come a fantastic way. Right, so Jezej Novak, one of our youngsters, has agreed a loan move to. Is it Kake Rizespor? Okay, well that's fantastic. Hopefully he gets some game time out there. But we're now taking on Leicester in the 4th round of the EFL. We'll just send the set of 2s out there. Hopefully they can get the job done against Leicester. The last 3 games has been a 3-1 win over Watford. They did lose to us 2-1, and they lost 2-1 to Liverpool. Can the 2s go out there today in the Carabao Cup and get a result? Oh, it was 1-1. Tete getting them the equalising goal in the 65th minute. But we do get an injury to Baker, the number 12, and we lost on penalties. So, not the results we want to be seeing, but at least it does free up the calendar. Definitely being a bit congested. Right, so Hugh Phillips, who we are putting a little bit of training into at the moment. We do have a loan offer here from this team, which I will accept. Hopefully he goes out there, gets some good game time. You never know. You know, these loans, it's just ridiculous. Right, so Baker is out for 4 months. Come on, seriously? But next we are taking on Bournemouth. This is going to be a difficult test. Do the boys have what it takes We are currently sat in 8th position. We can get the win in today's game. This is going to be big for us. The last 3 games, wow. A 5-0 thrashing against Liverpool. They lost 1-0 to West Ham and lost 3-1 to Crystal Palace. Can we add more upset for the Bournemouth fans? Yes, we do. Jashal with a goal. And then Palacios comes on in the 73rd minute for O'Connell and slots one in the back of the net for the 2-0 win. Absolutely beautiful there from the boys. Right, so let's slide in a little bit of more training. And finally, Magliore realising he's can actually short pass, and he goes up to a 68 rated. I just want to try and get him up to that 70 rating, and then just let him grow naturally. Guendouzi, yeah, brilliant player. Influential performance, Davies, and the board, we're not on track. Ah, really, board. Are you serious? The amount of times with other teams I've been winning the league, running away with everything, and they're just not happy. They're really not happy. Right, so we have a training injury. Jack O'Connell has suffered a broken collarbone and is out for 3 months. No surprise there, EA. Well done. And let's have a look at the 2 players we still have in our youth academy. We have, is it Kasper Kazmarek? Still looking pretty good. 15 years old, left back, 6'2", 56 overall potential, 81 to 87. And we have Connor Clark, 15 years old, CAM, 55 overall, 89 to 94 potential. Absolutely 2 beautiful young players there in the youth system. We have an offer here for Marcus Antonio from Bologna. Well, if I do accept the last ones, I'm not going to accept yours. Get out of it. We really need a update on these players' prices, because they're just not realistic at all. Sorry about that. Right, so we're now getting set to take on Tottenham. Oh, can these boys do the job? I sure hope so. But their last 3 games, they won 3-1 against Galatasaray. They drew 1-1 with Liverpool. That's actually a really good result for Tottenham. And absolutely whitewashing Millwall there through 4-0. How will these boys do in today's game against Spurs? Oh, we do lose 2-1. We do manage to grab a goal in the 80th minute, but with a team like Tottenham getting a goal past them, I'm actually proud of that. I will take that all day. Alright, so let's have a look at some more training drills. Let's just keep going. I want to try and get Bennett, Magliore and Embleton all up to a 70 rated. So what's this? Chances running out from Burnley. No they're not. What are you on about? I have no idea what it's on about there. So Embleton has gone up to a 69 rated now. He is absolutely flying up. That is beautiful to see. Just talking about him, and then all of a sudden he does go up a rating. Oh, Manchester City next. That is going to be very, very difficult. Right, so Hugh King. You know what, we will sell Hugh King, bring in a little bit of money. Let's just have the players circulating around. So as I say, we're taking on Manchester City next. This is going to be an absolute massive, massive game for us. So let's look at... let's have a look. Who do we have that can... Simpson, Bogle... Let's switch that around. There we go. Right. That will do for now, I think. Yeah, I think that will do. Is no Bogle back from his injury. So here we go, taking on Manchester City at the Etihad. Their last 3 games, they drew with Liverpool. They beat Lazio 3-0. They beat West Ham 2-0. How will we fare against them? Wow, we lost 3-1. But we did manage to get a goal in the 82nd minute. So it wasn't a complete whitewash. But having Sangare sent off in the 31st minute definitely did not help the situation. And it was already a difficult game as it is, without having players getting sent off before half time. That's definitely not going to be helping the team any. So as we get set for the next game, we will be taking on Everton. And honestly, I don't think we're doing too bad in the league either. We are currently sat in 9th place, 20 points after 13 games. You know what, I'm definitely going to be taking that. But Everton, their last 3 games is a 3-1 win over Liga Wasaswa. They lost 3-1 against Liverpool and then beat West Ham 2-0. How will our team fare against the Everton team with 2 wins under their belt? We win. That is absolutely brilliant. Robinson with a goal in the 36th minute. Partey with the equalising goal in the 75th minute. And then Moussa coming on and slotting the ball in the back of the net in the 78th minute. That's an absolute fantastic result there against Everton. The home fans definitely will be happy about that one. And what's Ravel Morrison now complaining about? Needs to be getting more games. You weren't good enough. We brought players in now. So, yeah. Okay, so confirmation that Hugh King has been sold to Yew Gardens IF. We sold him for 920,000. 600,000 of that will be put into our budget, which is beautiful. Right, so Phillips has gone. Oh, what a dreadful training session. Are you serious? Bennett the only one that got anything decent? Well, still with a D, Phillips still gets to that 60 rating. Need to be seeing far better from the boys there in the training sessions. But here we go as we get set to take on Wolverhampton Wanderers. Surely, yeah, I don't want to manage Leicester. Go away. Surely this is going to be a very difficult test. Wolves have some amazing, amazing players in their ranks nowadays. They are definitely a team to not take lightly. So they did manage to get a draw against a strong Liverpool team. They beat Rosenborg 2-1 and then they lost 2-0 against West Ham. How will Wolves fare against us? They are at home. Wow, and we beat them 4-1. And Schmidt getting a penalty. Absolutely beautiful. Drashal getting a brace. McBurney and Schmidt on the score sheet. Gibbs White getting them a goal. But then unfortunately getting that injury. That is going to be a blow for Wolverhampton Wanderers midfield. That's definitely not going to help their case at all. Right, so we have a loan offer here for Cameron Murphy. Cameron Murphy? You know what? I will accept that. Sassuolo. Is it Sassuolo? Sassuolo? We will accept that. 69. So, yeah, the more players we can shift out on loan, hopefully, you know, maybe boost their potential. You never know with this whole dynamic potential. So who is going to be the next team that we take on? It is going to be Crystal Palace. That's going to be a very, very... Oh, 11. Been offered a fair amount of money. But I do want a little bit more. Let's delegate. I do believe he is worth a lot more than that. I won't sell him for any less than 14.3, and we'll start the bidding at 18.6. Honestly, I think that's a fair offer. If they don't, then, you know, more for them, really, isn't it? So here we go, as we get set to take on Crystal Palace on a Saturday in December. It's going to be a very, very cool game. Slips and spills. But can the boys get the job done? We are at home. Form would dictate that we should get the win here today. But their last 3 games was a 2-0 loss to Liverpool, a 1-1 draw against West Ham, and they beat Norwich 3-1. Hopefully we can give the home fans something to cheer about, and yes we do. We come away 2-1 winners. Kirk with their goal in the 28th minute, but back, and Davies and McBurney with our winning goals. But we do have an injury to Robinson, and it looks like it could be a big, big blow to Sheffield United. Oh, 5 days. We are so lucky. What's this? Okay, well, let's go have a look. What are they complaining about? Yeah, I think, honestly, we are doing absolutely amazing. Alright, 2 players, that's fine. We've still got a season remaining. We've still got a season remaining for brand exposure. No continental success. Finishing a Europa League spot. That's a bit far-fetched. Seriously. You're lucky if we can push up the table. Reached a round of 16 in the FA Cup. Financial. Finished the season with 18 million unspent. We currently have 69.8. How? Board, you make no sense. Your targets you set are just unrealistic. Really, really doesn't make any sense. But more training, and that's it. Bennett goes up to a 69, almost a 70 rated. As soon as those boys get to a 70 rating, I will take them off of training. But we now get set to take on only 1 point in front of us. Can we get the win over West Ham? It's going to be a difficult ask, because they are very good defensively. Hopefully we can get the win today. They did lose 4-0 against Liverpool. They beat Norwich 2-0, and they just recently drew with Crystal Palace. How will they fare against us? But they are at home. They do have fan advantage. Can we get the win, though? Yes, we do. We have Mounier and Guendouzi with a brace. Samuelson getting them the early goal, though, in the 47th minute. But it is a 3-1 win against West Ham. Let's see where that puts us in the table. That has shifted us all the way up into 6th place. That is absolutely fantastic. Hopefully, if we can keep up some good form, we're only 4 points behind Chelsea, 9 points behind Manchester United and Spurs. Not too bad at all. 10 points behind Manchester City and 11 points behind first place Liverpool. So, a couple of good results, and we could see ourselves push maybe for that 5th spot. in the league. Hopefully. But we are now set to take on Liverpool. We are at home, but Liverpool are a absolute brilliant team right now. They are the ones to watch. They hammer Norwich 2-0. They beat West Ham 4-0. They beat Inter Milan 4-1. Form is on their side. They are just absolutely unstoppable. Is there anything that we can do? No, there isn't. We do manage to get a goal there from McBurney, but Mane with a brace, Salah and Firmino with the goals. It is a 4-1 thrashing there at the hands of Liverpool. That was a very, very difficult ask. Taking on Liverpool, the form they're in, you've got to be in high form to even contend against a strong Liverpool team like that. But we are now getting set to take on Norwich. And Morrison's put in a transfer request, okay. And Wolves have shown interest in him. Okay, so they're saying that we could get between 7.5 and 11 million for him. They've offered 11.2. Do you know what? I will accept that. He is complaining. He does want to go out the door. We did bring in the likes of Guendouzi and all that. But Morrison kind of complaining, you need to rotate, we need to rotate. At the end of the day, you just can't be greedy. You can't play every single game. So we're going to be rolling the twos out in this one against Norwich. Form is in our favour of late. Their last 3 games has seen them lose 3-1 to Leicester. They lost 2-0 to Liverpool and they lost 4-0 to Chelsea. Can these boys do the job over Norwich today? Yes, they can, and it is young Shackleton, the number 25, getting the only goal of the game. It is a beautiful 3 points gained there against Norwich. And what is this? McBurney. What is this? Cheers for the first team I'm getting. I'm doing my best. Yeah, I'm proud of you, McBurney. You're doing well. I'm counting on you in decisive moments. Jeez. Wow. What the manager rating plummets right down to a 64. What the actual... Are you serious? Increase the club's worth of the club. I've still got 3 seasons to do that. Unspent allocated funds, as we saw, 18 million. I've got 69. And that's critical. Still got a season remaining to do that. 1 youth player. And within 3 seasons, increase ticket holders. There's nothing I can do about that one. Why all of a sudden the massive drop? Are you kidding? We're sat in 7th. Pardon my language, but Board, you're taking the absolute piss. That is ridiculous. Alright, so Ravel Morrison has agreed personal terms with Wolves. We sold it for 11.2 million and the board will give us 8 million of that. So board, shove that up your ass. You're getting more money. So I don't even want to hear it. Because that is just absolutely stupid. So here we go as we get set to take on Liverpool again. We know they're just in absolute blistering form. Can we get anything against them today? No. Same result. Sangare getting us the goal, but Mane with a brace, Salah and Alexander-Arnold. Another 4-1 thrashing at the hands of Liverpool. The boys really need to be digging in their heels if we want to be keeping our job by the looks of it, even though we've done nothing wrong. We're definitely doing well in the league. We're sat in 8th position. Financially, we're doing brilliant. Wage budget of 145,000, 66 million. We've made a 40 million profit, and the board is still up my ass. It just makes no sense to me at all. So what's this? Brighton have made an offer for Marcus Antonio. No, I'm not selling him. Go away. Right, so here we go as we get set to take on West Ham. They are 2 points behind us. They will be looking to win this game to propel themselves above us. Can we win this game? Their last 3 games has resulted in 2 losses and a win. Can these boys get the job done? Can McBurney and Drachal get the goals? No, they don't. Edwards with a winning goal in the 71st minute, the only goal of the game, and another injury to Bogle. Oh, we're getting plagued right now. We're getting plagued. This is definitely not what we want to be seeing. We're getting absolutely EA'd. Right, so we've got a loan offer here for Thomas Wisniewski. We'll accept that from Yenny. There we go. I'm absolutely dreadful with names. Right, so, seriously, you've not long come back, Bogle. So he's out for 2 months. That's absolutely devastating. And McBurney picking up a 1-match ban. That's definitely not what we want to be hearing right now. Okay, so the 1st of January, we need to start looking at bringing some players in. And wow, these players are still looking absolutely brilliant. So if you think of anyone that we can look to bring in, because apparently the board's still not happy enough. We've now got 74.96 million. We've made a profit of 54 million. The board just, they make absolutely no sense. Finishing a Europa League spot, you know, we've not even finished the season yet. Within 3 seasons, increased the club worth by 30%. We've still got 3 seasons remaining on that. And finish the season with 18 million unspent funds. We've got 78.7 million. It makes absolutely no sense at all why that is affecting my manager rating so bad. That is absolutely ridiculous. But if you can think of any transfer targets that we can look to bring in to strengthen this Sheffield United team, then leave it in the comments down below. And if you did like this, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and until then, I'll see you all very soon on this, the Sheffield United Simulation Series.